Giorno and Diavolo in episode 38, Diavolo thought he had the upper hand. He used his powerful stand, King Crimson, to try and fight back, but Giorno's stand, Gold Experience Requiem, was stronger and stopped Diavolo's powers. Because of the Gold Experience Requiem, Diavolo was trapped in a never-ending cycle of death. This means he would die over and over again, forever. Every time he died, he would wake up in a new place, only to die again, and the cycle would keep repeating. The way Diavolo died was horrible. It started with him drowning in a river, then he was stabbed, autopsied while still alive, and even hit by a car. He kept dying in different ways, and with each death, he got more and more panicked, not knowing how or when it would happen again. The last thing we see of him is him begging a little child to stay away, desperate to escape his endless fate. Natsuki Subaru. The second season of ReZero saw Subaru facing even more brutal death puzzles. He's constantly trying to find ways to beat the future and live in the reality where he and all of his friends get to live. When he gets past Garfield in the sanctuary, he thinks he finally has a chance at survival. Unfortunately, Roswaal summoned the Great Rabbit to the sanctuary, one of the 3 great witch beasts in ReZero, and the last bunny anybody would want to see. Subaru saw the bunny in the snow and went to pet it. Before he realized what had happened, the bunny bit his hand off. More bunnies came and eventually overwhelmed Subaru, eating him to death. Subaru has been decapitated, frozen to death, and even bludgeoned with a mace, but eaten to death was a brutal new low for him. Nene Motoe. Nene Motoe is a major antagonist in the anime Blood Sea. She had a secret deal with Kanako Tsutsutori, but eventually realized their plan was falling apart. Worried that she wouldn't receive her promised reward if Fumito Nanahara discovered their betrayal, Nene became angry and afraid. However, Fumito soon appeared and revealed that he had known about their betrayal all along. Nene tried to save herself by apologizing and shifting all the blame onto Kanako. She and her twin, Nono, believed their tactic had worked. With Saya, their supposed friend, beginning to recover her memories, they assumed they could now leave the project safely. Fumito seemed to confirm this, but only in the sense that they were free to die. He revealed that after faking their deaths earlier, he had also swapped out their protective talismans for fakes. Soon after, Cerberus, a monstrous creature, was unleashed on them. They tried to flee, but it was in vain. Neen was brutally slaughtered by the beast. Caesar Antonio Zeppeli. During the pursuit of cars, Caesar splits from the group after a heated argument with Joseph about delaying their attack any further. Messina follows to support him, but the two are ambushed by Wamu. Caesar nearly succeeds in killing the Pillar Man, but as he closes in for the final blow, Wamu uses Caesar's shadow to shield himself from the sun. Taking advantage of the moment, he strikes Caesar with the Holy Sandstorm, delivering a fatal blow. Despite losing nearly all his blood and being unable to produce any more ripple, Caesar manages one final act of defiance. He rips off Wamu's lip piercing, containing the antidote for Joseph's remaining wedding ring, and, collapsing into a pool of his own blood, encases it along with his headband in a ripple-infused bubble using the last of his energy. Moments later, his body is crushed beneath a cross-shaped stone. Chelsea. During a fight between Night Raid and the Jaegers, Chelsea comes up with a plan. She uses her power to turn into a little girl and sneaks into the area. There, she sees Bowles, who is badly hurt after his weapon exploded. Chelsea talks to him for a moment, then shows who she really is. She pretends to be someone from a village that Bowles once burned down, and then she stabs him in the back, killing him quickly. After that, Chelsea turns into Bowles using her Tegu, a special weapon, and goes after her next target, Kurome. Disguised as Bowles, she walks up to Kurome. Kurome is happy to see Bowles alive and doesn't suspect anything. Chelsea uses that moment to attack, hitting Kurome in the neck with a sharp needle. It looks like she has won. Thinking Kurome is dead, Chelsea runs away to go back to her team. But Kurome is still alive and gets up again. Chelsea tries to escape by making a smokescreen and starting to transform again, but before she can, Natala shows up. He cuts off most of her fingers, and Doya shoots her special weapon, breaking it. Even though she's badly hurt and can't use her Tego anymore, Chelsea keeps running. She makes it to a field full of flowers, but Natala catches up. He cuts off her other arm and Doya shoots her in the back. Chelsea falls down in the flowers and knows her time is up. She starts crying, realizing that she won't make it. Natala then cuts off her head, killing her. Tatsumi, one of her friends, finds it while scouting and is shocked and heartbroken. Doppio is the younger, more innocent, and a little strange side of Diavolo, the boss of a group called Passione. Doppio thinks he is the boss's most loyal helper, but the truth is that he is the boss. Doppio and Diavolo are two different people sharing the same body, like two minds in one person. When they arrive in Rome, Doppio is captured by a bad guy named Secco who is fighting a member of Team Bucciarati. Since neither Secco nor Bucciarati know who Doppio really is, Bucciarati saves him. He uses his special zipper power to punch through Doppio without hurting him and takes down Secco. Later, a strange power called Chariot Requiem causes everyone's souls in the city to switch bodies. Doppio's soul ends up inside Bucciarati's body, and Bucciarati's soul soul ends up inside Diavolo's body. Team Bucciarati is watching closely, not knowing that Doppio is now in their friend's body. When Doppio starts to wake up, one of the teammates, Mista, shoots him. Mista says the bullets won't kill him, but Doppio is too hurt and slowly dies from his injuries. If Doppio hadn't bled to death, he would have most likely had to endure the same infinite death loops as Diavolo, so this was the best possible outcome for him. Satoru Gojo. Satoru Gojo, the strongest sorcerer, faced his biggest fight yet, against Sukuna, the king of curses. Everyone thought Gojo might finally stop him. Gojo used everything he had, his curse techniques, his limitless powers, and his domain expansion. At one point, it really seemed like Gojo had won. He damaged Sukuna badly and looked calm and confident like the fight was over. Even fans reading the story believed Gojo was safe, but that wasn't the truth. In the next chapter, we don't see the ending of the battle right away. Instead, we see Gojo in a strange, peaceful place. He's sitting and talking with some of his old friends, people who had already died. Gojo seems happy and calm. He talks about how tough Sukuna was and says he gave it his all. This moment feels like a dream or a memory, and it slowly starts to feel like a goodbye. Then, the story shows us what really happened. Right in the middle of the battle, Sukuna used a powerful secret technique called Mahoraga, a cursed spirit that can learn and adapt to any attack. Sukuna waited for the perfect moment. When Gojo let his guard down, thinking he had the upper hand, Sukuna had Mahoraga's technique ready. With a single terrifying slash, Sukuna cut Gojo completely in half, from his shoulder down to his waist. It was sudden, fast, brutal. Gojo didn't scream. He didn't get one last attack. He died instantly. His body was shown lying on the ground, split in two. Blood poured out and his eyes were still open. It was one of the saddest and most shocking moments in the whole series. Noriaki Kakyoin. Noriaki Kakyoin was a kind and brave teenager who joined Yotaro and his friends on a long and dangerous trip to Egypt. Their mission was to stop a powerful and evil man named Dio. Kakyoin was stand user and became a great friend to the team, but sadly Kakyoin didn't make it to the end of the journey. During the final fight, Kakyoin faced Dio. Dio had a stand called the World, which had a scary power. He could stop time. Kakyoin didn't know this at first. While they were fighting, Dio used his stand to stop time and get close to Kakyoin without him knowing. Then, with one powerful attack, Dio's stand punched a huge hole right through Kakyoin's body. The hit was so strong it sent Kakyoin flying into a big water tower. He was badly hurt and lost a lot of blood. Even though he was strong and brave, his injuries were